Hello, and welcome to another edition of Sik'ar Reviews. Today, I continue with the Felix Assouline line. And this actually is a CSB, unlike the prototype that I did the other day and didn't know. This one has a band, CSB. I'm going to have to ask what that is. But, anyways, this has a Jamastran Habano 98 wrapper with Jamastran long filler and Jamastran binder. Jamastran is in Honduras, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing either this location or this country proper. Hope so. Anyways, this is the monument, which is, oh shoot, I just had it. The monument is a 6x54. Now I can't find my camera. Okay, and they also have, I love when they name vitolas. It makes it a little more fun than just saying Robusto, Toro, etc. They also have the Shorty, the Torero, the Salva Vida, which means lifesaver, from what I could gather. I'm not fluent in Spanish. And the Fat Man. So, anyways, this is the monument. And I really look forward to this. Band's a little loose, but that's actually always nice because then if, you don't have to worry about the glue tearing the band or the wrapper. And that's happened to me. Not with this brand, though. Seems that they have a very good job of gluing these so that they don't do that. It's a very impressive looking wrapper. I really like it. Sometimes my camera will show you and sometimes it's just too fuzzy. Today it looks like it's going to be too fuzzy. But very nice band. Beautiful looking wrapper. Yeah, you can see some veins in here and some seams, but overall it's very beautiful. Not getting a lot of scent off the wrapper, which is okay. And maybe a mild sweetness off the foot. This is a rounded cigar from Felix Assouline, as I've said in other videos on his cigars. According to their website, 99% of their cigars are box pressed. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and get into this. So far, his cigars have been very nice. So, I got my hopes up on this one. I almost did something else today to space these out, but these are good. I just felt that I should do another one. I want to get to that Ego and the Two Saints, and because those are the things that drew me to this, and I'm saving them for last. Good smoke output, nice ease of draw. Kind of I want to say it's kind of a peppery roasted cocoa off the first puff. I'm enjoying these flavors because something that I've noticed with the Felix Assouline cigars so far is that although you might have cocoa in some cigars, and you might have pepper in some cigars, and you might have a toasty note in other cigars, and you might have some creamy notes in some others, certain flavors seem to pair with each other, like cream and leather tends to go together. Cocoa and cream tend to go together. Espresso and cocoa tend together. Leather and espresso sometimes seem to go together. But this somehow will take like pepper spice and And it'll take like pepper spice and cream and put them together with toasty notes, and all of a sudden it's like these don't usually pair together, and it tastes very good though. The pairing is nice. I'm liking the fact that this has unique flavors that I better puff again. I hate for it to go out while I'm and that just gave me a flavor that I really can't identify too well. Still got some pepper that lingers in the back, but yeah, what I'm trying to say is that some of the flavor pairings are unconventional for other cigars, and I like that. And these are brimming with a lot of flavor. It's not just like I don't know how to word it. Very nice though. These also come in at about $5 to $6 a stick, depending on which size you get. As of the date of this video, which is August 14th of 2016. So, never know how these prices might change in effect if they become popular and, become mainstream. And that'd be really cool if they did become mainstream. But, sometimes secrets are nice to have too, and be like, hey, I got this company, I really like their cigars, and they're not easy to find everywhere. But I think these will be someday. These are really good. Now, I don't mean the CSBs, I just mean his line in general so far has been fabulous. And I think they did need a little resting, because the first two I had issues, the second two I had didn't, and they rested longer. So, anyways, this is slow burning too. I'm gonna get to the halfway point, let you know how this progresses, and I'll see you then. Hello, welcome back to the halfway point of this CSB Habano. Flavors have been wonderful. I'm getting a little bit of a citric flavor right now. Overall, there's been a very, very light pepper mixed in with kind of some cedar notes, a little bit of hay and earth. So far, this has been a very good cigar. The one thing that I have not liked about it is the fact that it seems that the outer wrapper has some kind of diswant to burn at all. It's tunneled on me twice, and at least 3 other times I caught it trying to tunnel. And I don't know why exactly. I have a feeling the wrapper here is rather oily and it's thick. This is one of the thicker wrappers I've seen for a while. But it's also oily enough that I can brush my finger on it and see some of the oil still on my finger. So it's probably impeding the ability for this to smoke as well. It should probably be dry boxed. So I'm not going to say that that's a problem with the cigar. What I'm going to say is that if you get these, it's recommended to dry box probably for, I'd say 2 or 3 days before smoking it. The flavors are amazing. So, that's part of why I do these reviews too, is if you buy these because they have such good flavor, can you smoke them right out of the pack? Should you age them for a little bit, rest them in your humidor? Should you dry box them at all? Should you just, what do you do with them? Some cigars, they want dry boxing. Some cigars, if you dry box them, they end up too dry. Some cigars, you rest them, and There's almost never any problem in that unless your humidifier over humidifies. Also, this does seem to help to actually hold the ash on there. It seems to burn the outer wrapper a little better. And that's something a friend of mine's been telling me for a long time, is that a cigar can't actually form a cone and burn proper without an ash. And I'm not entirely certain, but this cigar might make me think that that is true. Anyways, I'm going to get to the final third of this and let you know how this is progressing. Maybe things will change around, maybe it won't. We'll see. So, see you shortly. Hello, and welcome to the final third of the CSB Jamastran Habano 98 from Felix Assouline. And I don't know if you could see, but this is what I've been dealing with the whole time. Tunnel after tunnel after tunnel. That hasn't been very appealing. I will end up saying, though, that dry boxing will definitely help this. In fact, this is one that I'd like to eventually re-review with some dry boxing to see if that actually helps. Sometimes you can't get the feel for a cigar off one, and you might get a bad one now and then. But this wrapper does not want to burn very well. And as I said, it could be an issue that it needs to dry box. So I'm not going to hold that against the cigar. But it's important for you to know that if you buy these, you may wish to dry box them. Flavors are incredible. Lots of different flavor changes. There's a mild sweetness here in the end, along with the pepper. Again, sweet and pepper. Very nice. There's a few cocoa notes and some cedar notes, and there's some leather notes as well. It's got a very nice complexity in the flavor changes. Very good blending job to bring out all these flavors that way. As I said, the only drawback I see is the wrapper. And because of the wrapper issue, I found that I can't rest this cigar. It needs puff like every 10 seconds instead of every 30. If I rest it, it'll just go out. And I don't like that. So it's a demanding cigar to this point to me. I would recommend it for the flavors. I would recommend, though, that you dry box it. The price isn't bad. Great, I'm ho-humming. I'm trying to think of whether I could give a full recommendation on this. The flavors really do have what you want. Great flavor. But the construction, I don't know if it's a construction issue or whether it just needs to be dried because of this oily wrapper. And I don't want you to have the headaches that I've had trying to keep this thing lit. But at the same time, I think that dry boxing would help it. So I'd say take a chance on it. And I would really like to re-review this one sometime. So perhaps in the future I'll get another one of these and I'll dry box it just to see if it was a dry box issue or whether it was just this cigar in particular, this one. It might be a while before I re-review it, but do keep an eye out for a re-review. Hopefully I'll get the opportunity to do that. Otherwise, I got nothing further to say, so please add and subscribe, leave questions, comments, feedback, suggestions. If you've smoked this and you agree or disagree with my review, go ahead and leave your comments down below. In fact, I'd love to know if you've had similar issues with this, or whether yours behaved properly, because maybe it's just the cigar. Anyways, thanks for watching, and if you do comment, just keep it nice is all I ask, and enjoy every puff.